All right, welcome to Legit Radio. That was Pinback with AFK. Chris Cantore streaming live, and we have a special guest in studio right now. And, well, first, we'll start with the introductions. And I want to thank everybody for being with us. Our guest, as you can see on camera, sitting next to me as we pass the mic back and forth. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my good friend Paul. And, Paul, let's start with a casual introduction.
So if you follow me on Twitter, it's a drag, dude, because I literally average 30 to 40 tweets a day. I mean, I use it as a communication tool.
I get it.
You know,
I get it.
But
I get it.
That's what it is. So, and I think it's a great thing.
I want to fire my bank.
Yeah, and you can't now because if I fire my bank and I don't have perfect credit, I can't. They're going to hit me up with all kinds of fees to go to a new bank.
I'd love to fire every bank. I'm so over my bank, and it's just, it drives me nuts. Anyway, hi, welcome to Legit Radio, Chris Cantore. We got Chef here, good times. Paul, Paul on Twitter. Also, the man who runs Ono Sushi with my buddy Scott over there in the Uptown Hillcrest area. We had you on a couple of weeks ago when we introduced people to your platform, Anarchist Chef, and tell us about it, because I'll tell you, dude, I'm loving how it's coming together. You're doing a fantastic job with it. So let's reintroduce the platform for people. Please.
Well, the point, I think the real point with it was that I've been, all of a sudden I tried to do so much with it, and I got so much positive feedback, and people were like, I got to go. And what I found over the last couple of weeks was that it became kind of a business, as you know, and the creativity somewhat went out of it. So
you run a platform, it becomes a semi-full-time job. It's I guess a semi-full-time job, that would be a part-time job. But it becomes a full-time gig almost, right?
It's a part-time job to mesh in with my other part-time jobs that just keep me busy all night long. So what we're doing right now is seeing that it's a business, I just decided to spend some money on the house, which I needed to do anyway, and we're creating basically an in-home studio.
Dude, trip on this, Chef. This is friggin' genius what this guy has going on right now. Because he has this platform, Anarchist Chef, and essentially you're blogging, you're shooting video content, you're taking pictures. It involves not only your world travels, it involves obviously the skill of cooking, and that's your art. I mean, you're a chef. You opened on a sushi, for Christ's sake. But it also introduces a whole different element to who you are outside of restaurants, outside of cooking, which is you're a badass, dude. You jump off of buildings, you've got full sleeves, you're all inked up, you do crazy things. Right?
We were talking about LA and the resurgence of LA during the break, and it's funny because that's what I said. One of my favorite LA memories was going to see the Chili Peppers at Madame Wong's back in the 80s, and they all came out with socks on their peepees and put on a rockin' show. Cox on Legit Radio. And we were talking about it, and it's funny because I go up and I go base jumping in downtown LA at 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and downtown LA is crazy, man. There's crazy people walking around at 4 in the morning.
You're amazing with the base jumping,
dude. He goes base jumping seriously over just tall buildings here in San Diego. Goes up to LA. He's like, have you jumped off the Capitol building? Because Chef is wearing a Capitol T-shirt here. Have you done the needle? You gotta do the needle.
You gotta do the needle building, bro.
You gotta do the needle.
Get me in, I'll jump it.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk to you though. Tell Chef more about what you have going on with this. You got to hear what he's doing with this kitchen. This is at his house. He's literally turning it into a studio to help with his online endeavors. Everything he's doing with Ono online and with Anarchist Chef.
Because it's been crazy. Because we bought this house back in like 2000, and I do a lot of my own construction work. As you know, if you've been into Ono Sushi, we built that place pretty much ourselves. Really? And I got to this point where I was so busy at the restaurant that I just couldn't finish all the projects. And so I built a patio. I built this front patio with no gate to it, because you're supposed to get to it from the inside of the house. And then it sat there. We had this beautiful patio that you couldn't get to because I didn't put the door in. So I finally finished the door to the patio, and that just led to all this other kitchen stuff. I'm like, screw it, it's time to remodel the kitchen. So we're doing it from a point of view of the Anarchist Chef, where we can really create a blog, a cooking show, an interesting show out of the kitchen with webcams.
He's filming the whole deal, the whole trip.
So let me get this. So basically, you're going to be, I can get lessons of how to make great dishes through what your blog's going to offer pretty soon. You're going to like a cooking show.
The
basically.
format's going to be a 5-minute cooking show,
Nice.
basically. You know, I mean, that's what it's going to be. We're going to take a popular roll or a popular item from Ono Sushi or something that I love. If you've been to the website, I talk about my favorite foods.
Yeah.
And I'm a low-end guy, you know what I mean? I know how to cook
it.
fancy food, but I like barbecued chicken and,
Right.
you know, that kind of stuff.
Real food, too.
Comfort food,
Yeah,
exactly.
comfort food.
So I like, you know, when I cook a lot at home, and I'm like, my friends told me I should record this and show it, you know, put it out.
And what's
on the-
genius is rather than go on the full route of let me hire a production crew, let's shoot a pilot,
Why?
let's take it to Cox.
Yeah.
Exactly. Why?
Yeah.
You could do this and build your own home studio and generate your own following.
It goes
and your own
back.
presence.
It goes back to the theme of four bros in the closet here, because we're sitting here with Legit Radio. It's what you're doing,
Exactly.
and I'm continually blown away. If you guys were tuned in yesterday, you know I sat all day and listened to the
Radiohead.
the
benefit.
Radiohead benefit yesterday.
Yeah.
I tuned into that because I saw it on Twitter. I tuned into that. I love Legit Radio anyway, and then I spent all afternoon listening to Legit Radio. And here we are in the little closet,
With a one stream,
You know.
low overhead, and just people who are into
Yep.
it for the cause.
and that's it.
That's all. I mean, seriously, that's what it's about. So we appreciate you stopping by. It's anarchistchef.com. When you guys are up and running and have your full studio involved, we have to come down here and do a show from
Yeah.
your house.
Cool.
Seriously, because I know Chef's a big fan of Ono Sushi. We're actually pitching
Dude.
Paul on some rolls, dude.
Dude, I'm a big fan of Ono Sushi. You know that. I love this guy's place, and what's amazing about it is like a home there. And I was trying to pitch a chef role, so hopefully, maybe one day, Paul will add the chef role to the menu.
And
Yes.
that's what we're trying to do. The blog's a little stagnant because I'm working all night at Ono Sushi right now, and we're building the kitchen. But as soon as the kitchen's done, we're going to add a ton of content to the website.
And I think another testament, as to what you guys have accomplished with Ono Sushi is just the other night. I think you were down when our Legit Radio community and the ladies went down and had.
Oh, that was fun. That was my night off. And I was sitting
I
at
know, it
home
was your night off,
following it
and
on
I
Twitter,
felt-
though. It was even better. That
I know,
yeah.
and I felt bad because I wanted to send you down there to hook up the ladies, but they'll be back. And I mean, it's just so cool to see how all these different groups and communities are motivating, and they're going and parking themselves at people who get it and who are in this game. And it just is a testament to the power of this.
I
medium.
love this game. You know, we were talking during the first break, and I'm like, this is the game. This is the
This is
future.
it, man.
And I feel like you're 40, I'm 50. You know,
You're 50?
36, whatever. I'm coming
Chef-
up on
Chef's
50. And you
22.
know what?
Yeah, I'm 25.
You know what? I look at the 60s, and the people who were older and involved in that movement and really drove it. I feel that it's time for change in America.
Look at
And
the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah.
That to me dictates it's time for change in America.
It's about change.
When you look at those people who are producing the Super Bowl show, and it's like, dude, I grew up on The Who. I'm not slamming Pete
Yeah, yeah.
Townsend. He's my friggin' idol.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, do The Who make sense in 2010
Yeah.
on the Super Bowl halftime show? No. Honestly, that's a safe friggin' corporate maneuver.
It's time for some new
It's
content.
time for new
Just
blood, new change, new direction, new focus, and that's the only thing that's going to motivate.
throw it out there and
people.
see what sticks.
Absolutely.
I got a question. You're going to take a break right now? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Well, no, because I wanted to discuss something with you. I just read an action email, and I just want to mirror how it is in San Diego. So if we talk about it when we get back,
Yeah.
it's what this VIP package up in LA is amazing. It'd be like interesting to see how that works and how our San Diego crew could get on board with it.
Well, I think a combination of that, and I'm also interested with what's going on right now with Foursquare. If
Yeah.
you really want to geek out, dude,
Yeah, let's do it.
talk about
Hey,
Foursquare.
come
and
speaking
how
of that, coming soon, Ono Sushi on Foursquare.
They're going to have a whole presence on Foursquare.
Good.
And it's amazing how all these huge media companies are now involved with Foursquare.
I'm on it.
Restaurants, Zagat, all these reviews. I mean,
Yeah.
basically, Yelp, bye-bye. Foursquare is poised to take over the world, man. Let's talk about that next. And we'll come back with more. Chris Cantore was chef, and thanks to Paul, Ono Sushi. Someone was asking in the chat room how long you guys have been around.
11 years. 11 years on Gay Pride weekend this coming summer.
That's
Wow.
tremendous, dude. That's fantastic for a local small business owner. I mean, that's fantastic. Congratulations to you all. And let's do this one. Some Mike Snow with Black and Blue. It's Legit Radio.